students, good morning to all of you. Last video we discussed about the chapter 2 DNA is made up of and all. So once again recapitulation, DNA is deoxyribonucleic acid, the full form of DNA. Okay, and it was first studied by the scientist Rosalind Franklin in the year 1953. But the shape, the structure and detail what is DNA made up of is given by the two scientists Watson and Crick in the same year 1953. Since they have done something, they achieved something, they got also a Nobel Prize in the year 1962. I think till here we discussed in the last video. Now in this video we will discuss what is DNA's actual structure. So DNA is made up of two strands. So I am drawing here one strand. This is strand 1. Okay, and this is another strand. This is strand 2. So DNA is made up of two strands. Since it is made up of two strands, it is also called as double-stranded DNA. It is called as double-stranded. Why? Because it is made up of two strands. And you might have seen a kind of twisted, slightly turned structure is formed. I think, let me give you one live example. Everybody in Raigada have visited the Jagadamba gift store. So when you are going from the staircases, you might have been seeing that the staircases are twisted, curved, slightly curved. So that kind of structure is making a helical, like twisted and turns and all. Similarly, DNA is also making a twisting like structure, helical like structure. That's why it is also called as double helical structure or double helix. Helix means twisting. Everywhere you can see here there is a twist again twist again. So like twisting like structure. Okay. So DNA is also called as double stranded. DNA is also shaped given as double helix since it makes so many slight curves and turns. Okay. Now these DNA strands, the two DNA strands are attached to each other by something, the structures. I am making some ladder like structure lines you can see here. Now by seeing this you can see some ladder like appearance. Ladder means steps like appearance. So each single strand of DNA is made up of nucleotides. Each single strand of DNA is made up of nucleotides. So what are these nucleotides? Where they are present. Now for example, I am making a dot here. This is one nucleotide. Here one nucleotide. Here one nucleotide. Here one nucleotide. So everywhere in a repeated sequential the nucleotides are placed, and these nucleotides makes the one strand of DNA. See, this is one strand and this is the other strand. So you can see in the strands what are present? Sequentially repeated nucleotides or repeating nucleotides. Can you see there are dotted structures? So these dotted structures are called as nucleotides. So DNA strand is made up of repeating nucleotides. So what are these nucleotides? These nucleotides are present in strand 1 also, strand 2 also, and these two nucleotides are attached with hydrogen. You can see the bond, a line that is called as hydrogen bond. The line is called as hydrogen bond. Okay. So what is this nucleotide made up of? The nucleotides again made up of three things or three components. The first one is called as phosphate. The second is called as pentasugar or sugar. Pentasugar. And the last one is your nitrogenous. So I am writing N nitrogenous bases. Nitrogenous bases. So a nucleotide, a single, you can see this dotted ball-like structure. A single nucleotide is made up of three components. Phosphate. So nucleotides is made up of three components: phosphate, pentasugar and nitrogenous bases. From far if you see, you might have seen that it seems like beads are arranged on the strings. You know, garlands and all the ladies and girls they wear. So beads are arranged on the string and each bead is nothing but the nucleotide. And each nucleotide is made up of three components. Okay, now let's discuss in detail what are these. So phosphate, one pentasugar and nitrogenous bases. Now, what is this nitrogenous bases and how many are there? There are 4 nitrogenous bases, out of which the first one is called as A, T, G, C. Okay, A stands for adenine. stands for thymine. G stands for guanine. So there are 4 nitrogenous bases: A, T, G, C. It's not mandatory or compulsory that you should write A, T, G, C. You can write A, G, T, C anywhere, but you should write the 4 nitrogen bases. Why I wrote like this, that A, T, G, C? This is a short trick. Okay, we'll discuss what is that. So A stands for adenine, T stands for thymine, G stands for guanine, and C stands for cytosine. So there are total 4 nitrogenous bases. Okay, and one phosphate and a pentasugar make a nucleotide. Okay, now this nitrogenous bases, they start pairing with each other. So in that case, A always pair with T. With 2, this is called as bond, 2 hydrogen bond. Same way you can also write T always pair with A with 2 hydrogen bond, reverse, vice versa. Okay, next is G always pairs with C with 3 hydrogen bonds. The vice versa you can write C always pair with G with 3 hydrogen bonds. So to remember the sequence, most of the students get confused. Some write A pairs with C, T pairs with G. No, it is already fixed, it's permanent, nothing can be changed. Okay, so always adenine pairs with thymine, or thymine will pair with adenine. Never T will go with G and C will go with T, or not anywhere. So similarly, G is pairs with C with 3 hydrogen bond, or C is pairing with G with 3 hydrogen bond. So do not get confused. To remember that sequence only, which one is pairing with what, that's why I wrote like this. A, T, G, C. If you remember like this, so A paired with T and G paired with C. So this pairing only makes this strand. So let's discuss how this pairing forms. So what are the 4 bases? Adenine, thymine, guanine and cytosine, where A always pairs with T with 2 hydrogen bonds. G always pairs with C with 3 hydrogen bonds. Never G will pair with A or G will pair with T. Never A will pair with G or A will pair with C. So it's a fixed proportion. Okay. Now, so what are these and how this strand is formed? Let's discuss. Suppose I take this part. Okay. So here one phosphate was there already. Here is a nucleotide. Okay. So this one, so how they are arranged? I said this is phosphate. Let me make a structure. Phosphate attached to pentose sugar. This is your sugar. Pentose means 5 sides. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pentose sugar, and then a nitrogenous base called A. This is your base. Okay. Next, and erasing so that it will be easy. So this is of one strand. So A always pair with T, we said. So here T will be there. Then again T will be attached to again the pentose sugar and one phosphate. So this is one strand, and this is strand 1 and this is strand 2. Strand 1 is connected to strand 2 with the hydrogen bond. Are you getting here? So these are the hydrogen bond. These hydrogen bonds are attaching to the bases. Okay, if A is there, T will be, suppose next one, here will be G. There will be 3 hydrogen bond and G always pair with C. Okay, so next again the same pentose sugar and phosphate, and here also again the pentose sugar and phosphate. So this is strand 1, this is strand 2. Strand 1 is connected, joined or attached to the strand 2 by the hydrogen bonds. Okay, somewhere there are 2 hydrogen bonds, somewhere there are 3 hydrogen bonds. These hydrogen bonding and attachment of 2 strands forms a ladder-like structures. Can you see here? There are the ladder-like structures. So how these ladder-like structures are formed? Due to the presence of hydrogen bond between the nitrogenous bases. So this is all about your DNA. Okay. So what is DNA, children? DNA is nothing but deoxyribonucleic acid. Okay. In each cell, 2 meters of DNA is present. Each cell of human being, 2 meters of DNA is present. And DNA is made up of, we discussed what are the things? sequence of nucleotides. Once again recapitulation, DNA is made up of sequence of repeating nucleotides. And what is the each nucleotide made up of? 3 things. Okay, once again, so that you will not forget, and very important part. The first one is your phosphate, second one is your sugar, so we can write pentasugar, we can write also sugar, and third one is your nitrogenous bases. There are how many nitrogenous bases? 4, that is A, T, G and C. A always pair with T with 2 hydrogen bonds. G always pair with C with 3 hydrogen bonds. No change at any sequences or any situations. So the pairing between A and T is confirmed, and pairing between G and C is confirmed with a particular hydrogen bonds. And this pairing of bases gives a ladder-like structure between the 2 strands. So this ladder is nothing but the bonding between the 2 bases, that is hydrogen bonding. And the strand is made up of phosphate and nitrogen. So strand is this strand. This strand suppose I will take, is nothing but phosphate and the sugar, phosphate blood sugar. And to the sugar what is attached? Base is attached, so A. And here also base is attached, that is T. And between the hydrogen bond. So this is all about your DNA. Next class we will discuss about the histones.